Hello and welcome back to Module 2. We're on part 3 of Module 2 now, where we've been looking at content and copyright. The last video was about Wikipedia. Wikipedia is licensed under something called Creative Commons, and in this little video I'm going to take you through a bit of a tutorial to help you understand copyright in a little bit more detail. So before we start, let's have a quick chat about what Creative Commons is. Creative Commons are resources that are freely accessible and resources that you can use with your students legally. You're allowed to copy them, modify them and reuse them. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, why does this matter? Well, it matters because we teach in an environment which is incredibly rich with learning and teaching resources. And digital technologies have revolutionized how we create works and how different things are made, distributed and used. However, lots and lots of stuff on the internet is copyright, and this little video will just explain a bit about that. So, copyright means that somebody still owns most of the resources on the internet. Every day we and our students use movies, pictures, music and text from the internet. And Creative Commons provides a solution to using some of these resources under a different licensing than just something which is completely copyright. Basically, Creative Commons fills the gaps between things that are in the public domain that anybody can use and things that are all rights reserved. It completely fills a space there as long as things are attributed, correctly attributed. So works licensed to Creative Commons can be copied, they can be performed, they can be publicly displayed, they can be built upon and they can be digitally disputed using, for example, a number of different licenses. You might have to attribute somebody's work. You might allow people to copy it as long as you share what you've done if you build on it. And lots of Creative Commons licenses are for non-commercial use. So you couldn't take somebody else's stuff and sell it, or you couldn't take somebody else's stuff, modify and then sell it on. But for education, because we're all working in the education sector, Creative Commons materials are really quite important to us. So they can be used without worrying about copyright laws or exceptions which don't usually work for multimedia. Creative Commons also provides a tool for you managing your own copyright. So for example, it allows you to create materials, collaborate with other people, with other students and teachers around the world, and share those materials as long as people aren't breaking the Creative Commons rules. Creative Commons is also useful to help students learn about copyright in the first instance. And some of the easy steps that we might be able to take is working with young people so they can discuss ownership in a digital environment, introduce students to different types of Creative Commons license, and to think about using Creative Commons search engines. Now, here are a few places where you can get materials which have got Creative Commons licenses. Flickr, if you search by license. Wikimedia Commons, which is part of that Wikimedia family, of which Wikipedia is the most famous. Lots and lots of Creative Commons licensed images, sounds and videos on there which you can take and which you can reuse. Archive.com, I've already introduced you to the Wayback Machine a number of videos ago, and again on Archive.com lots and lots of Creative Commons materials, videos, sound bites, games, files that you can take and reuse as long as you apply a Creative Commons license. One of my favourites, Comic Book Plus, a massive archive of different types of comic books which can be used for free and legally as long as you adhere to the Creative Commons license. SoundCloud, lots of things on the SoundCloud can be used. SoundCloud.com NASA, again licensed with a Creative Commons license. Lots and lots of sound bites which can be taken and can be re-edited. Creative Commons search on Vimeo, another video sharing website. Again, something where you can easily publish your work, again using this website. And one source that I want to highlight and direct you towards is the Open Content Toolkit, which is a wiki, a collaborative wiki by a variety of educators around the world. And this is really, a starting place, a launch pad, if you like, to other free and open content which can be used by students in different classrooms. If you want to find out more about Creative Commons, why don't you go to creativecommons.org/videos and watch some of the materials that are available there. The key message here, I think, is in a connected world, how can we teach creative integrity? That's something that you really need to be thinking about, and that's something that I want you to have a discussion about in the online forums and the other social media channels that we've got associated with this online course. I'll see you in the next and last video of Module 2.